find this kind of stuff extremely fascinating and interesting, and I love it. What do you find is what actually hooks people into finding that they even care about any of this?
Let me go ahead and offer this for you here, because this is actually one of the places where apologetics, I believe, is going to play a key role in the new evangelization that is taking place in our culture through the church. And that is that it is believed by one of the leading Christian philosophers in our generation, a man named William Lane Craig, that we actually do not live in a postmodern world. Could I just quickly get a show of hands? Who have actually, you've heard the idea that we live in a postmodern world that cares nothing for the idea of, okay, quite a few hands of objective truth. That is a myth. I'm actually absolutely with William Lane Craig on this point. We do not live in a postmodern world. Craig offers this example in this regard. When a person has a headache and they go to the drugstore, you better believe that the text on the bottle of a vial of rat poison has objective meaning when comparing it with a bottle of aspirin. Okay, those texts have objective meaning. It's only in the case of spiritual matters and areas of ethics where people begin to become subjectively oriented. They decide truth subjectively, and it comes into something that's called a situation ethic in terms of how we decide what's right and wrong, instead of an objective ethic. But that's not postmodernity. That's just modernism. That's just old line modernism pretending to be this kind of new provocateur of the Christian faith, a new challenger that's come on the scene. We don't care about your old apologetic arguments. We're impervious to those things because we don't really care what truth is. And at the end of the day, I think we have to say that that's nonsense. The more that I have engaged in conversation with young people, college-age students, and anyone that is under age 45 that has walked away, which would fall well within that age bracket, when push comes to shove, they begin to realize that they doubt their own postmodern leanings, because postmodernity is really an unlivable worldview on so many levels.